Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 map preview video. In this video I'll show you about my upcoming map Sommerfeld, which will be a cozy German map, very simple and basic, but I hope a lot of fun to play. And yeah, I worked a little bit at this map and now we are already able to do farming on this map. So first time farming on Sommerfeld. And here we have the farm, and yeah, before I had the farm just placed some dummy buildings and now they are working. So you can open this and you can sleep in the farmhouse and so forth. But this farm is not yet finished. It's just placed dynamically. Yeah, and I got us a combine here on our field. And I will just tell the helper to work on the field, to do the harvest. And I see the field looks so basic, so straightforward, square-like, but it's a little bit angled. And you can see it clearly. I really hope that the helpers in FS25 will be better and will be able to work on those angled fields, because the layout of the fields is made for the new helper. For the old helper, this map would be not good. So maybe we just have a look at the field layout. So the fields are rather simple, but they are not straight in north, south, east, west direction. And they are not all really rectangular. Some of them are just rectangular, but they are not straight. And yeah, so this is meant for the new helper system, and I hope it will be good. And oops. Here we are. And while the helper is working, I think we go and buy a trailer. I just jump outside. So, and yeah, I prepare this map for FS25, but as you can see, I play this still in FS22 because, like you, I don't have the new game yet. So I can only prepare things. I can make the shape of the map, define the fields, and hope that it will still work in the same way like now. And yeah, I can do a lot of things to prepare the map, but after the release I will have still a lot to do. I have to convert it completely. The new trees should go there, the new ground textures, the new plants, the grass, everything new. And yeah, I guess a lot of stuff that I'm not even thinking about. And here about the road, I was thinking to make the roads narrower, because they are a little bit like a highway. And it's really not needed. Usually at least one side is open and without trees. So yeah, you could go here with a combine and a header, without header trailer, a square, the header at the side. And yeah, I think the roads are a little bit too wide. There in the background you can see a sheep barn with a huge meadow, and the lot where this sheep barn is, you can buy it, and the lot is bigger than the barn, and because then you can mow grass around the barn to get food for your sheep. And further down is a cow barn, another big one with some meadow around. And in between there are also meadow lots that you can buy, and then you can do your silage and earn a fortune, for example. And here on the other side of the river we have the second farm, which I just prepared. And as you can see here, the bridge, there's still a lot of work to do. Even for my preparation, there is still a lot of work to do. And then later, after the release, there will be even more work. So the map is very far from finished. So here we have this second farm. It has similar buildings, but it's a little bit smaller. It doesn't have the huge garden in the backyard and so. But you could definitely build your own garden. And there you have the cow barn. Do you see the cows? Here they are happily on the grass and eating. So now let's go further on. Yeah, and my idea is, as soon as this map is finished, which will take a while, I am planning to do a simple American map. So without a lot of special things, just a basic map that is fun to play and that is beginner friendly. So maybe not highways like that, but wide enough that you can drive everywhere without getting a nervous breakdown. And yeah, I think the fields of the American map will be bigger, at least some of them, maybe starting with some small or medium-sized fields and then several nice big fields that you can use your typical American big equipment, but without being too massive. And I'm still asking myself whether it should be a more or less flat map. I wouldn't make a completely flat map, I think. Or whether it should be a little bit hilly like that. So now it's still time to tell me your wishes. Later, when I'm in this stage with the American map, then it's too late for wishes that are regarding the basic layout of the fields and the shape of the height and such things. So here we are at the dealership. I added the spinnery because I love this building, and here we have the farmers market, and this is a functioning selling station, and we will use this. So now let's go and buy a trailer. We just take this simple one. Like so. here around this area. I can show you there. What you see, all the meadow there, this will be an area where we have production buildings and such. Productions and maybe selling stations and such. So the helper wants me to come back. So maybe we will just go back to the farm. And then after selling the stuff, I show you the village. It's, at the moment, it's just some houses standing around. It's no real village yet. But you can get an idea about how it could be. Yeah, about places for production buildings, I will integrate the most important productions in this map and maybe build some own stuff, like maybe a water mill that is sitting at the river, that I have something going on in the river area as well, and maybe that water mill will be used for oil production, exactly. And because the grain mill function will already be included in the bakery, and I will make a dairy production in the town, in a shop building there, and you can buy this and make all your goat cheese and buffalo, mozzarella and normal cheese as all the stuff that you can make in a dairy production. And yeah, and I will have several empty places where you can either build an additional farm as multiplayer, or if you want to have a different place, or you can use it to build additional production buildings. So they will be scattered around the area. Wherever I can find a place, I will make it more or less flat, or precisely flat, as precisely as possible, and then hide it a little bit visual with bushes and so that it doesn't look too empty. Yeah, and then you can use some areas of the map for your own liking, with your creativity, to build your own stuff. So, and as you can see, we have quite a lot of forest. The trees in around the border, they are not usable, and they don't count as trees. They only look like trees. And yeah, but we have several small or medium-sized forests on this map. We will drive through the biggest forest area now to go to the village. And I have mainly spruces there and some leaf trees. And I just read they have a different name, Didius or so, and I couldn't remember this word for the leaf trees because it sounds really complicated. But as you can see, you can cut most of the trees with harvester, and there are only some to make it look a little bit friendlier. And here you can see, even if I just have very friendly hills, soft rolling hills, and in the Giants editor the map looks nearly flat, but here we have a hill that is hard on the tractor, and it's always like that. When I build it more or less flat in Giants editor, then I get a quite hilly map in the game, and when I make a hilly map, then it's like in the mountains. And maybe you recognize some of the buildings from my map Wunzig that hasn't been finished. I gave it up because there was too much work to do and it wouldn't fit for FS25. It was too crammed full of ideas and everything rather cramped together, and I wanted to have more wide place to farm, and therefore I use the buildings of the map Wunzig more or less, but I put them in on a different map. And here we have the hotel where we can sell our stuff. And I think it will be rather similar with my map Marigold Farm. I didn't build so many buildings for this map, but I already had quite some nice arrangements, decorated areas for dairy production, for example, and so. I think I will use those for my upcoming American map, but on it with a different shape, more not so hilly and bigger fields, I think. Here we have one of those areas already where we will have productions or maybe a supermarket, I don't know yet, and this is just one of quite a few of them. There in the background we have quite a lot of place for such things, and I won't make it here around the hotel because this will be a recreational area. And this will be the central road of the village. Maybe a little bit closer together. I will see how it works out. And there we have the ice bar and a vegetable store, and the other shops will be decorated like that. And there beside the church will be a marketplace. And right now it's just like some houses put it down in the area of the village without much decoration and not in the final space. But I wanted to make statement, here will be the future village. And the houses are also from my map Wunzig. Therefore, the houses themselves, they look rather finished, but how I placed them is really rough. Will become better. Yeah. So now we are on our way back to the farm. And also here you can see it's quite a mountain. But the tractor is not so strong. With a stronger tractor, I think it wouldn't be a problem to climb this nice hill. Yeah. So the next thing I'm planning to do is working on the outside of the map. So everything which is beyond the map borders. And as you can see, there are already mountains, and it will look similar in the end, but I want to make give it a better texture, especially the areas where you are close, when you are working on a field that is close to the border and you look over to beyond the border. It should look good. And I will rework this area behind the lake, and I think on the more flat areas I will add some field textures that it looks as if it would go further on, and on the other areas I will add some trees and maybe a village or so, or a farm here and there, a little bit similar like I did with my map 4 fields. Yeah, and this is something that I can prepare perfectly well already now, and then, because that has very, very little to do with the version of the farming simulator. It's something that I do in first in World Machine, then in Blender, and then when I import it into the map, it's already finished. And therefore I can prepare it very good. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it. I want to make outside of the map area. How would you call it, this map? It's not the border, but outside of the map border. This area, very, very nice. Maybe even so nice that even Oxygen David would say, oh, not too shabby. I don't think I can reach his masterhood of making this outsides of the map borders. I really, really admire what he's doing there. But maybe I can go in the direction of what he is doing. And that would make me happy and proud already. Yeah, okay, so that's it about what is going on with my map Sommerfeld. When I'm done with this outside border stuff, I will go back to my American farm buildings pack with the barn that I want to build. And yeah, write in the descriptions, in the comments below, sorry, please write down what you would love to see as an American map, like how hilly and how big the field sizes and such. And then I can already imagine this, and it takes me a long time in advance to build a map. So first I'm thinking about it. Sometimes it can take a year. I was thinking about this map Sommerfeld already 2 years, and it was building itself in my mind. And then finally I knew, okay, I want a map that looks like that, and this is what I'm building here. And therefore I would love to start dreaming about my American map, that it can come together in my head slowly by slowly, and then finally when I know, oh, I want to do it like that. And for me it's important that you have fun to play on it. That is my most important goal. It doesn't need to be the most detailed map or the most whatsoever map. I would love to bring you fun in playing the map. That is my main goal. And I want to have fun in playing it myself, because I guess when it's done, maybe I do a long let's play on this map. But the time will tell. Okay, so now goodbye for today. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.